Okay, Ryan's moving water video. Ryan, I just took a quick look and wanted to identify some things that we all talked about in class where you have an initial eddy line represented by the white, a sort of secondary eddy line because water flowing out of the shore eddy from upstream still has all this momentum, and so you're actually crossing another eddy line. And then I believe the fastest flow to be represented by the red arrow, the diagonally breaking wave on the near side being uh, a sort of secondary or intermediate eddy line represented by the blue line. Really good momentum. Nice use of strokes on the downstream side. Really pronounced. Look at how there's very, very little bow wave initially. And as you cross what we identified as that secondary eddy, and look at the crash on that bow wave. Look how the bow lifts up and out of the water a little. Way more bow wave there. So that's my best evidence that you're now in faster water. Let's watch for that to increase some. Oh, and by the way, that bow wave deflected your bow downstream. Still quite a bit of bow wave there as you're crossing through the main flow. And it seems to me, if we're looking at lines again, like you might have crossed out of the main flow there, or maybe just over, maybe there, and that's why you started to spin back upstream. And I think the true eddy line, represented by the white in the previous diagram, might be like way over here. And so what I'm seeing you start to do, possibly a little late, is something more like a sweep stroke. Your top hand here, oops, sorry, top hand here is quite low. Your bottom hand is also pretty low, way down in the water. That's a good instinct, and I think you could anticipate that a little bit. So maybe more start it about here. Like if you were to plant a sweep stroke right about there and launch your bow up and over that intermediate eddy line that we identified a second ago. I believe it to be about there, that you're coming out of the main flow into some boils and slower water.